What's up everybody, Tim Vix here and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm joined by my dad for this video, and right behind me we have got this baby Ford EcoSport which has covered over 70,000 kilometers in approximately 5 years. So after riding this car for 70,000 kilometers, what do we think about this? Should you go ahead with a Ford? Let's talk about it. So it's a beautiful rainy weather out here and the car is not clean. But you know what? That's the way we like it. This is not a garage queen. She's meant to be driven and she is driven real hard. So it's raining out here. There were some stretches which were muddy and we tried to take it off road. That's why the dirt. Please don't mind it. Right guys, so this car that you see right over here is the second generation Ford EcoSport that was launched back in 2012. The first generation EcoSport, which looks something like this, never really came to India. So this was the first one that we got. And then the one which you have right now, which looks something like this, was the facelift version of the second generation, which came in 2017. So when we went to buy this car, one of the USP of this car was its water wading capacity, which was around 550 mm. Now to be honest, we were very excited to see that feature. After riding this car for 5 years and over 70,000 kilometers, we never really got a chance to test that water wading capacity. So basically what I'm trying to say is, there are a lot of features that every car has, but when we use the car on a regular basis, we tend to know whether those features are actually useful or not. So me and my dad, we are going to cover what all features this car had when we purchased and how useful those features were, what are the pros of the cars and what are the cons of the cars. So let's dig right into it. So let me first tell you the specs of this car. This is top of the line titanium with a 5-speed manual gearbox, which it has a 1.5 liter diesel engine churning out around 100 bhp. So what were the cons that we were thinking about, Eric?
Baby con?
Oh, those dad jokes. So what's the con that you would like to talk about, Dari?
There isn't much negative about this car, but I would like to say that the stock tool, the box spanner that he has given for changing the wheel
Uh,
is not okay, and it is damaging the
the nuts,
nuts.
wheel nuts. I think I will agree. The quality
I
of
had
the
to change all the nuts,
hmm,
400 rupees each.
the quality of the toolkit is not so great, guys, because when we try to remove the tire from the mounting and all, it's bear with me that the toolkit is provided by the manufacturer themselves, but still the finish was not at all good. It started slipping and we ended up damaging a lot of bolts, right?
Yeah.
We ended up
I had to
damaging
change
bolts.
all the bolts.
Yeah, we had to change all the bolts, which costed us how much,
It's
that?
not bolt, it's nut.
Sorry. We had to change all the nuts, and how much did it cost?
400 per piece.
400 per piece for all the tires, right?
All the
For all the tires. So that's one con. The second con was that we had to change the suspension bush in this car after riding for how much, that? Around
50,000 kilometers.
50,000 kilometers. We had to.
You can't blame the car entirely, it's the roads also.
It's the road, yeah. I mean, I agree to that.
We have
The
done a
roads.
lot of bad roads.
Yes, the roads are not very, we go on a lot of road trips. We have covered so many road trips, and some stretches, some roads were extremely bad, but the car did very well. And we had to change the front two bushes in this car. So another con that I want to share with you guys is inside. So come with me. So in the interior of the car, we had this sunglass holder which got damaged. The car was comparatively new when this thing got damaged, and that was a kind of bummer because we were using this. This was a very nice feature. It was a very convenient feature. We were using this, but then it got damaged. And when we took the car to the dealership to get this corrected or get this replaced, he said that we have to change the entire roof panel in order to get this one thing replaced. So that didn't seem like a good thing to me. The next big con was this Sync Microsoft. Now it was a big thing back then. I mean, it has this voice assist control. You can control the stereo system and everything using your steering mounted controls. But to be honest, we never really used that feature. Initially, it was like a party trick when we used to hang out with friends. You know, you turn on that and you ask Ford to do all the stuff for you. But then, to be honest, it never really worked. It was more of a gimmick, and most of the time we ended up doing everything manually. So yeah, the Sync Microsoft didn't work well. I think the newer model has a better interface with respect to this. Those were the cons, but for the fans, and as my dad said before, the number of pros in this car is way too high compared to the cons. I mean, this car is so incredible. We absolutely love this car. So the first pro that we would like to talk about is the build quality. Build quality of the car is absolutely incredible, guys. To be honest, one of the first videos of my YouTube channel was on this car, and this car has been with us for a very long time now. And we have taken this car on so many road trips. We have driven it all the way from Rourkela, Odisha to Mahabaleshwar, east to west, and we have done so many road trips to Chennai as well, right? And this car has taken a lot of beatings. It's been through some of the roughest terrains, and still none of the mechanical components ever failed. This car never stopped, never gave us any trouble. So that's a big thumbs up from our side. Incredible build quality. It's really built tough. So as we are talking, I noticed that there's a facelifted EcoSport taking on rounds there. What a coincidence. Anyways, I hope he's enjoying the car. The next pro that I want to talk about is in the interior. Now, when we were considering buying this car, we also had the Renault Duster in our mind, right? So one of the reasons why we didn't want to go for a Duster was because of this car's interiors. I mean, this car is so nice. It feels so nice inside. The leather wrapped steering wheel, the leather seats, everything feels so upmarket. Considering the time when this car was launched. So the top end titanium variant got leather seats and leather wrapped steering wheel, and it's been so long, still you can see that there's no sagging, no cuts or anything in the leather steering wheel. It's so nice. It still feels so good, and the same is applicable for the seats as well. It feels very upmarket. It feels very premium. And prior to this, we had a Suzuki Wagoner for quite a long time, and even we have used that car a lot. And one thing that we faced with that car was, as time progressed, we noticed that the gear lever used to vibrate, and that's not the issue with this car. In spite of doing so many kilometers, the gear lever is still very steady, and you have no vibrations inside the cabin whatsoever. Also, the overall theme, like you can see this brushed aluminum feel, and you know, in the steering wheel and on the center console, the brushed aluminum theme along with this black combo, it looks very nice, and you know, it was very modern compared to the other cars that were launched in the same price bracket back in those days. This car has got a keyless entry as well, so never faced any issues with the keyless entry. It has a start stop button. We were a bit skeptical about the start stop button. Dad, you would agree with me, right?
Yeah.
We were very skeptical because we were old school. We thought, you know, we need the keys, man. How can a button start a car and all that? But trust me, once we got the car, we had no issues with that button whatsoever. Felt so good, felt so premium. Another really cool thing is the AC. Man, this car's AC is very effective. Doesn't have a back AC vent, but it has the front AC vents, and they're very powerful. And despite the age, we never faced any issues with the AC. AC works still fantastically, like just the way it was working when we took the delivery. And I think we never even replaced. Did we replace the AC gas?
Nothing.
No, we never replaced the AC
We
gas.
have just
as well.
replaced the tires and the wiper blades.
Just the tires and the wiper blades. I mean, tires is unavoidable, right? That
Yeah,
any
that's
car
right.
we'll have to replace the tires. But then
Yeah.
that's really good considering the amount of beating.
The
this
running
car has
cost is
taken.
very low, very low.
Yes. So we don't have a reverse camera in this car, but then we have got this reverse sensors here on the bumper. The graphics and the performance of the rear sensors are very good. One of the biggest pros of this car has to be the after sales and service. Dad, you'd agree with me, right? It was so brilliant. We love it. We have never faced any issues with servicing whatsoever. And we are busy. We have so much work. We just give them a phone call. They remind us also, right? They remind us when we need to take the car for service. And when we request them nicely, they actually come down to our house, take the car, get it serviced, and bring it back to us in brand new condition. So big thumbs up to Ford for that. Their after sale service is incredible. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you found this video to be useful. I know there have been a lot of improvements in the facelifted version with regards to the multimedia system, the fit finish and all that. But you need to understand that this is not a comparison between the old model and the new model. Not at all. This is more like a user review. You can say that. And this is also not a sponsored video. So whatever we are saying about the car is completely from our hearts. We are just sharing our reviews, of what we feel about our experience in owning a Ford EcoSport. So yeah, I hope this video was useful and it answered some of your questions. If not, then please feel free to hit them down in the comments below. I'll try to get back to all of you. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. I'll catch up with you all in the next one. Till then, goodbye.